For as our nafs is indeed an enemy, for as our nafs is indeed an enemy, don't be deceived by it. You have not seen the deceiving ones.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Habiballah. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله نويت سنة الاعتكاف. Our beloved Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has said that a person who sends 1,000 times daily durood or salutations or salawat upon me, he will not die till he sees his place in Jannah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Salatan wa salaman alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. Dearest Islamic brothers, in this discussion, we will discuss a particular sickness of the soul, a hidden sickness. And it is important that we must have enough informations regarding the hidden diseases which affect our spirituality, which stop us growing in the field of ruhaniyat and spirituality. And one of the disease is hubbe madah. Hubbe madah literally means that love for praise. What it means when we say hubbe madah is the hidden sickness, that when we do something and people praise our action, people praise our doing or our performance, and we start liking them, or we have this desire that on this performance, on this work, on this action, or on this amal, people must praise me, or people must dignify me or honor me. This is called hubbe madah, that you look for your praise. In simple words, that you do something good, maybe you give bayan, and then that khahish, that desire is there that people must come and tell me, your bayan was excellent, your bayan was inspiring, your bayan was thought-provoking, your bayan touched my heart, your bayan did this, your bayan did that. The person got that wish, that desire, and if no one comes and says something like this, you feel down. Or even in Naat Khan, the people must come and tell me, they must praise me. Or sometimes they force people and they play certain tricks within their performance to get praises from people. And there are many other ways. It doesn't have to be bayan and naat. Any action, even it could be worldly action, but you desire that people must come and praise me. This is called hubbe madah, and this is very dangerous. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran Kareem, لا تحسبن الذين يفرحون بما أتوا ويحبون أن يحمدوا بما لم يفعلوا فلا تحسبنهم بمفازة من العذاب ولهم عذاب أليم. Translation from Kanzul Iman. Do not think that those who rejoice in what they have done and they like to be praised for what they have not done, do not think that they are secure from the punishment, and for them there will be a grievous punishment. Sadrul Afadil Hazrat Allama Maulana Sayyid Muhammad Naeemuddin Muradabadi Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi writes in Khazainul Irfan under this ayat, that this ayat was revealed for Jews who used to deceive people, and they used to get happy by misleading people. And while they were ignorant, they used to like that people must call them scholars. People must call them ulama, that they are learned people. From this ayah Karima we understand that the one who likes his praise, there is warning for that person in this ayah Karima. There is wa'eed for that person in this ayah Karima. And also, those who like false praise for themselves, this way their crime is double. One is that they like praise, which is condemned, and secondly, that praise that's happening is a false praise, and they agree with that. They're accepting it, they're not refuting it. Person is not alim, and people are saying he's alim, and he's not refuting that. He's getting happy inside. Person is not Sayyid, and people are saying Shah Sahab, Sayyid Sahab. He's not saying that no, I'm not Sayyid, I'm not alim, and he's enjoying and he's keeping quiet. So this is very big sickness, that to relate a wrong quality to himself and then enjoy. You need to be very bold. You need to be very genuine. You need to be very honest. And you must be understanding the destructions of self-praise or liking people must praise you, to do that and react in this way. Otherwise, we know for a fact it's happening day and night. It's happening in worldly fields and it's happening in religious field, that wrong praises are dedicated to people and people are taking it and they are getting happy. Every Tom, Dick and Harry these days is called Allama, whereas Allama means most knowledgeable. where you will find most knowledgeable people. Hazrat Sayyidina Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala reports that our beloved Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, Hubbe madah will make person blind and deaf. The desire that people must praise me, this makes person blind and deaf. What it means that it makes person blind and deaf. That you are so much engrossed into it. And you desire it so much that people must talk good about you, they must praise you, that you will become blind. Blind means here that you will not be able to see, is this what is happening is right or wrong. And you will become deaf, that you would not be able to hear that all this is what is happening is right or wrong. You go like so deep, it's like intoxication. You know, when person goes deep into something, then he becomes blind and deaf. You know, a gambler, he gambles, he becomes blind and deaf. No nasihat works on him, and he can't see right and wrong, because he's gone so deep into it, he started enjoying it. So you go and tell him, you go and advise him, you go give him nasihat. Even if he loses money day and night, he becomes bankrupt. He goes and begs from people. His izzat is gone, his respect is gone, his honor is gone, his money is gone, his house is gone, his family is gone. But still he is blind and deaf. So the example that is given here, that a person who loves his praise, then he doesn't care whether I'll be punished in the akhirah or I will not be punished in the akhirah. He doesn't care whether people are lying about me or not lying about me. He would even pay money to people to praise me. There are people, there are public speakers, there are public figures, there are motivational speakers, there are religious, so-called religious known personalities, orators, naat khans, this and that. They will plan and plot so people can praise them. He's a very great speaker. And this is a sickness that people just love, even if there's no money involved. Sometimes the money is also an issue, then people will book him more, and more he is booked, more speeches he gives, more money he gets. But sometimes money is not involved, it's just the shock, it's just the taste that person gets, it's the intoxication that he gets, that he wants to be praised more and more. And this becomes very dangerous. And the sharia ruling of hubb madah is very serious. Person who likes his praise and he gets angry when he is criticized. He cannot take criticism, even if it is positive criticism, which normally helps person to get rid of his shortcomings and his problems and improve himself. Normally criticism is good, we must see it from that angle. But a person who got this sickness, this is a ruhani sickness, it's a hidden sickness, that he likes praises, then he can't take criticism, he gets very angry. And you will see them reacting, they'll go wild, they'll become animals, they'll go to any extent to shut that mouth which has uttered words against him. They will immediately take the help of the law or their power, or gangsters, or their family, or whatever is in their possession, and whatever they can have, they will immediately do that. They can't take. You will see them shivering with anger. How can somebody talk bad about me, about my family? But a person of deen and religion, you will always see, he will be calm, he will be peaceful, and he would not worry about that, because he was initially not looking for praises. So what if somebody criticized him? So it does not affect his ultimate motive in life. But a person who is looking for praises or false praises, he will get very angry. And this is a cause of many misleading facts in his life, and this is a cause of many sins. This joy that person gets out of praise is qābil mazammat, means that in deen, in shariat, this kind of joy and happiness is criticized and condemned. So when it is not appreciated in sharia, we must not go towards this kind of joy and happiness. That person likes that people talk about his status, they must talk about his money, they must talk about his nice voice, they must talk about his knowledge, and they must talk about his looks, or how handsome or beautiful that person is. And person enjoys that. And sometimes people, if no one is talking about their qualities, they will, start talking and make excuses and bring something of that which they want it to be noticed by people, and people must praise. So somehow they will find excuses and they will start talking about it. So then one or two people will say, oh yeah, no, you excellent, oh you very good, oh wow, well done. Now that gives them that satisfaction what they were looking for. So this is qābil muzammat. It does not have appreciation in deen or in shariat. Person desires that people must praise him and respect him, and people must fulfill his needs. And while coming, going, sitting, standing, people must keep him in front. Also, when you start getting praises and you build up a false, devotion around you, and you have a lot of devotees around you, but everything is based on the false issues. There's nothing reality, there's nothing hakikat in it. Then person wishes that, my this wish is fulfilled, and that wish is fulfilled. I can go and tour the world. I can go here, I can go there. It's in fashion. People, big people these days, they're going to Canada, they're going to America, they're going to London, they're going to Cape Town, they're going to here, there, for tour, for visiting. So I must also be doing that. And then they make excuses, and their devotees, foot the bill. And then this is what happens. And then they desire that wherever I go, people must stand up for me, and they must walk behind me, and they must make me sit on the high place, and they all must sit down. And if they see someone sitting next to them at the same stage, equal, then they don't like it. And if person comes and does not kiss their hands and he only shake hands, they don't like it. They desire everyone must come and kiss their hands. And they'll sit in a position that their feet are open, naked, right in front, so people can come and kiss the hand and plus kiss the feet. We have seen that happening with our own eyes, haven't you? So all this is the sickness from inside. It's a ruhani bimari. It's a spiritual sickness. And many people are caught up with that, and we don't recognize them. Ala Hazrat Imam Ahl Sunnat, Sayyidi Imam Ahmad Raza Khan radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he writes, if someone likes his false praise, that people must talk about him and they must praise him, and quality which he does not have in himself, people must relate that quality to him. For example, he's not alim, people must say he's alim. As this is happening, it's happening so openly. Every Tom, Dick and Harry is claiming that he is an alim. And he has got some devotees around him. 8, 10, 15 people, everybody will get easily. And they will always go and promote that person. And he gets happy. So this is the person that Ala Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is talking. That a person who likes his praises for a quality which he doesn't have in himself. Ala Hazrat says, this is sarih haram-e qat'i. This is categorically haram. It's very clearly haram. However, if that ta'reef or that praise which is given and an interpretation is understood by the one who is saying and about whom it is being said, there's an interpretation and that's obvious and understood amongst the people, then that's fine. For example, you call someone Shamsul A'imma, means he is the son of Imams. Sun, you know, sun on the sky, S-U-N, not S-O-N. So, son of Imams. Or someone is called Fakhrul Ulama, that he is the pride of ulama. Or someone is called Tajul Arifin, he is the crown of those who have recognition of Allah, Arifin. And even Ala Hazrat, you know, the biggest Hazrat. So what is meant by it and what is understood by the people, that in his time or in his city or in his country, he is son of Imams, or he is pride of ulama, or he is crown of Arifin, or he is the biggest Hazrat. This is understood. And he must know, this person who's being called Shamsul A'imma or Fakhrul Ulama or Tajul Arifin or whatever title it might be, similar to that. He must not feel happy that people are praising me. See, this is now the condition. Allowance is there, but the restrictions are put on that person about whom these words are being said, that he must not feel happy in his heart. Rather, his intention must be that these kind of praises will benefit people. See, his mind must be on something else. His mind must not be on that these words and praises are boosting, you know, my nafs, and I'm becoming more powerful, and becoming more authoritative, and I'm gaining more murids, or I'm gaining more students, or I'm gaining more audience. No. His thought must not go that way. Which side his thought must go? That all these praises that people are doing, that will benefit the masses, that will benefit the public. In which way? That they will be now more ready to listen my nasihat. Because with all the titles and the praises, and he doesn't stop. These things are in him. It's not falsely praising. He is Allama. He is maybe Shamsul Ulama, maybe he is Fakhrul Ulama, maybe he is Tajul Arifin, maybe he is great, Wali of the time, he is great Alim of the time, he is great wise person, Hakim of the time, and people are telling all these things in his presence, and he knows his nafs. Why is he allowing that, okay, carry on? He's still sitting there and listening. He's not stopping people. No, don't say that. His intention must be, even Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala says that it is allowed for these people, for great ulama, for great mashayikh, with people of knowledge, it is allowed. But their nafs must not be getting happy. What must be in their minds, that this love that is being built up, this respect that's being built up, this ta'reef and praise that's being built up, it will make the ground in the hearts of the people very fertile. And when I will sow the seed, the plant will grow. When I will sow the seed of taqwa, the plant will grow. When I will sow the seed of following the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the plant will grow. When I will sow the seed of tawbah, repentance, then the plant of tawbah will grow. This will make the society pious. This will make people, good in their character, in their intentions, in their thinking. So that is very good. Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu praises that. And this answers many of the questions. Sometimes people might say, well, this so-and-so alim and so-and-so Maulana. No, we respect him. I know he's a great man. But people were praising him on his face. And he was sitting and keeping quiet. And then where does this thing fit? Hubbe Mada is not right. Hubbe Mada is not right. But there the person was being praised and he didn't say anything. Now different people have different status. So they will take things differently. So for some people it's not allowed, for some people it's allowed. But intention must be right. Amir Ahl Sunnat Damat Barakatuhum Al-Qudsiya says, Aaj banta hu muazzaz, jo khule hashr mein aib, hai ruswai ki afat mein phasunga ya Rab. That today I become honorable. And when my faults, when my sins are opened up in Madani Hashr, alas, I will be caught up in the calamity of humiliation. Then that humiliation would be very difficult to bear. If no one praises me in this dunya, it is not going to harm at all. If no one respects me in this dunya, it's not going to harm at all. If no one talks about me in this dunya, it's not going to decrease me in any way. If I become totally nameless, it still does not harm me at all. But in the dunya, I have got all the respect. I have got all the izzat. Everyone stands up for me. People want to sacrifice their lives and their wealth and their money and their children, everything for my sake. They love me so much. They praise me. They kiss my hands. They kiss my feet. They want to eat the food that is left over and they want to fight on that. They want to drink the water that has touched my mouth. There's so much love. But if my reality is opened up on the day of judgment, and my fault are opened up on the day of judgment, and my sins are exposed, and my inner reality is exposed, and my insincerity is exposed, and my bad intentions are exposed, that all those things that I did on the name of religion, on the name of deen, I was never honest in anything. everything was all about boosting my own nafs, having more lovers around me, having more devotees around me. And I was just enjoying that, all what was happening. The support, the love, the money, the respect, the authority, I was enjoying that. So Amir Ahl Sunnah says, Aaj banta hu muazzaz, jo khule hashr mein aib, haye ruswai ki afat mein phasunga ya Rab. Awliya Allah, pious people, they had different style of protecting themselves from hubbe madah. Hazrat Sayyidina Abul Hasan Muhammad bin Aslami Tusi, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh, he used to hide his good deeds, so he is saved from hubbe madaha. So love of getting praise, that sickness, he wanted to be saved from that sickness, so he will hide his good deeds. And he once said, keeping that in mind, that if it was in my control, then I would hide my good deeds from Kiraman Katibin as well. So Kiraman Katibin even would not know that what good deeds I am doing. Subhanallah. Hazrat Sayyidina Abu Abdullah rahmatullah ta'ala says that I stayed in the suhbat of Sayyidina Abul Hasan Muhammad bin Aslami Tusi rahmatullah ta'ala more than 20 years. I have never seen him doing any extra ibadat in public except for the farz of Jum'ah and other farais of the day. I never seen him any sunnat or any nawafil or any wazifa or any tasbih reading in front of the people. He stayed 20 years with him and he never saw. What he used to do? That he would take a jug of water with him and he'll go in the room and he'll close the room from inside, and then he will only come out when there is next Jamaat time. He'll come and read the farz with the Jamaat, go back in the hujra, then nobody will see him. And he says that one day his Madani Munna was crying. So he went to find out what's wrong, what happened. Now he is outside. Hazrat Sayyidina Abu Abdullah is outside. Now Hazrat Sayyidina Abul Hasan Muhammad bin Aslami Tusi is inside. Now he got worried. Hazrat Sayyidina Abu Abdullah got worried that something is wrong, that child is crying so much. So he shouted and he asked, is everything okay? Now that the Bibi Sahiba, the mother of that Madani Munna, she replied, everything is okay. Actually the father of Madani Munna, which is Hazrat Sayyidina Abul Hasan Muhammad bin Aslami Tusi, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh, when he goes in the room, he recites Quran Kareem. And while he recites Quran Kareem, he cries. And he cries so much that his little son, when he hears his father crying, he also starts crying. So all his ibadats he would do hiddenly. So people must not come and praise him by seeing his ibadat and say, oh, you are a very pious man, you are a very holy man, you are a very good man because you do this and you do that. And Shaykh Abu Abdullah rahmatullah ta'ala says that Hazrat Sayyidina Abul Hasan Tusi alayhi rahmah, in order to save himself from showing off and from the love of praise and this kind of spiritual diseases, he would work extra hard to hide his good deeds. That he will go in the room and he will make ibadat and he will cry a lot, but when he is coming out from his room, he will make wuzu, put fresh water, wash his face freshly, and he'll put surma and he'll come out, so nobody must see any sign on him that he was crying. But look at our condition. First of all, we don't do good deeds. We are lazy in our ibadat. And if we do something, we want whole world must know about it. And if people don't know about it, we will find excuses to inform them. Have we not experienced? We do it ourselves. We see other people doing that. We all are the same, unfortunately. You go to someone, we are here for donation because we building a masjid, because we doing this, we doing that. It's very amazing. Almost everyone that you go to, they'll tell you, oh, okay, well, we are running that orphanage. We're looking after so many families at this place. Or we giving money to help, widows, so they can get their daughters married. Yateem ladkiyan jinki shaadi nahi ho rahi, they can't get married, so we giving our money there. So we'll help you as well. Don't worry. But who asked you all these things that you are telling me? Why must you tell people? What's your intention behind? You want to show people that you are a very generous man, that you take care of so many families and you take care of so many things? What other intention as a worldly man can you have in your mind? And I mean, if you are a pious Buzurg, a great alim, then maybe we can understand that you're saying this to motivate and to give targheeb and etc., which is very hard these days. But for a general worldly man, dunyadar, why is he telling? So everyone must know that how generous I am, so people can start praising. We don't do good deeds. And if we do something, we waste it because of riyakari, because of showing off, because of wanting hubbe madah, the love for praise. And that destroys our good deeds. There is a treatment, and we must get that treatment to get rid of this sickness. And there are three treatments given in this beautiful book of Maktabatul Madina, Batini Bimariyon Ki Ma'lumat. The first reason of Hubbe Madah is that person thinks I'm an excellent person because of the praising words of other people. Because other people keep on praising you. They keep on praising you. If you are a muballigh, you give very good speech, you are alim, you orator, you give waz, you naat khan, you got nice voice, you qari, you read well, then you are at a dangerous position, because many people will come and they'll praise you, and then you start thinking, people are praising me because I'm excellent. That's a sickness. So person must treat that sickness, and he must think that if these praises and the words of praise are coming because of any worldly status, then I must know that the world is coming to an end. It's temporary. So why must I be getting happy on something which is temporary? And if praises are coming because of deeni reason, then we must fear the hidden plan of Allah Azza wa Jal. We must fear the khufiya tadbir of Allah Azza wa Jal. Because there were many pious people, many people with a lot of excellences, with kamal, with knowledge, with wilayat, they got destroyed. Don't we know the qissa of Bal'am bin Ba'ura? There were many other big, great people in their times. That khufiya tadbir of Allah, the hidden plan of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they never knew. And their end was not good. So we have got no reason to get happy if people are praising us. And the second reason of hubbe madha is that we want other people to become devotees of me because of these praises. So mere sab aqidat mand ban jaye. And people start enjoying this kind of atmosphere and environment because they see they have got a lot of devotees and lovers and followers behind them. And the treatment of this sickness is that one should ponder that this khahish, this wish that I must become great and honorable in the sight of the people might not disgrace me in the sight of Allah Azza wa Jalla. So start thinking that way, that I got this will, I got this desire, I got this feeling that everyone must love me, everyone must like me. What if this very same desire becomes the cause that I'm belittled in the sight of Allah? Then what's going to happen? So this is now the treatment of this sickness, which is known as Hubb Madah. And the third treatment, third reason and the treatment, the reason is that person desires that with these praises, I become greater than rest of the people, and my ru'ub, my awesomeness, my authority is, accepted by everyone. So this is now the sickness, and the treatment is that one should ponder upon this fact over and over, that this temporary ru'ub, this temporary awesomeness, this temporary authority, which does not have stability at all, how can it become a cause of my praise? It's so temporary. Even so many kuffar were praised in this dunya. So many zalims, oppressors were praised in this dunya. So many rebellious sinners were praised in this dunya. So many enemies of Allah were praised in this dunya. So many enemies of deen were praised in this dunya. Did that help them in any way? These were just for a few days, then they all got finished. Their followers got finished, their devotees got finished, their schemes got finished, their plans got finished. And today they all are suffering the azab, the painful azab of Allah. So how can this temporary thing, the temporary boost, the temporary joy and happiness of few days that you have because of these false praises that people are doing, where would it take you? So we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala safeguard us from this sickness of ruh and this hidden disease, which we don't many a times realize that I'm caught up in this disease. And because of not realizing, we continue enjoying. And if people don't praise us, we don't like them, or we get sad, we become sad, and we become unhappy. Today I gave lecture, nobody praised me. Today I read Naat, nobody came and said, wow, very nice. Today I gave dars, today I gave neki ki dawat, today I made so many people Muslim. And I sent all the pictures and the WhatsApp and on the social media, how many people I made Muslim today, made all the announcement. People are not saying, wow, well done. Then my heart sinks. There's a lot of things that we do. There are a lot of things that are happening around us. What are our niyats? Why are we advertising? Is it because we want praises from people, or there's another intention? We don't know. Allah knows. Allah knows what is your niyat. May Allah save us from this disease. Ameen bijahin nabil ameen. Sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Sallu ala al-habib. Sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Salatun wa salaman. Alayka ya sayyidi ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habib Allah.
For as our nafs is indeed an enemy, for as our nafs is indeed an enemy, don't be deceived by it. You have not seen the deceiving one.